Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And that is breaking news coming to us from Comerica tonight, where we've learned Tiger star Victor Martinez has been hospitalized. And it tops Local 4 News at 5.
Manager Brad Ausmus confirmed the news to us just a short time ago.
Jason Colthorpe is live at Comerica. But Jason, this is apparently not a baseball-related issue.
And that's what makes this a little bit scary, Devin. It's not baseball related. It came in last night's game, although nobody knew it at the time. Victor Martinez left the game and what was described as some dizziness and cold sweats and a racing heartbeat. And he spent the night in the hospital, but nobody knew that until today when Brad Ausmus was on MLB radio and said this. Take a listen.
Certainly a little more scary than a general baseball injury, because when you start talking about the heart, it becomes much more real life than a sprained ankle.
Yeah, for sure. And if you take a look at the highlights from last night, Victor was 2 for 4. And when he reached first base in the 7th, that's when he left the game. And, the average Tiger fan just thought maybe he had pulled something. It was a leg injury, an ankle injury, something like that. But he was having issues with his heart, his breathing. He went to the hospital last night and spent the night there. We talked to the manager on camera just a little while ago. Here was the update just a short time ago.
He spent the night in the hospital. He's got an irregular heartbeat and probably will spend another night tonight there. We put him on the DL, and we'll know more probably by tomorrow.
Is there a fear that this could be the end of his baseball career?
No. That's not where we're. No.
Obviously, you certainly hope not, but at this point, they still have some unanswered questions. You hope for the best here with Victor. You heard the manager talk about putting him on the DL. It'll be the 10-day DL, and again, I guess the headline is Victor out of the lineup, spending the night in the hospital one more night for reasons largely unknown at this point, but it does have something to do with the heart. We'll be following it, and of course, have more later in the broadcast tonight. Guys, back to you.
Irony, of course, is that's a guy who's played with so much heart for his entire career. We will continue to follow that story. Now to develop a story that's developing right now. Police in St. Clair Shores said they've arrested a man who abducted and sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl.
34-year-old Charles Michaels now facing felony charges. Jermont Terry live in St. Clair Shores tonight. And Jermont, we know you talked to the victim's father. He's not happy with these charges.
He's not. This father believes that the man who stole his little girl's innocence should have a tougher penalty. Let me try to set the scene for you. The little girl was riding her bike here in the park when the father tells me that guy knocked her off her bike and the man took her bike across the street to these apartments. Unfortunately, the 13-year-old girl followed that man, and that's when she was forced into his apartment and was sexually assaulted.
So she just turned 13, and she shouldn't have to deal with this.
This father is furious on so many levels. A bike ride at Kite Park for his daughter left her scarred for life. Police say Charles Michaels sexually assaulted the 13-year-old Thursday night. Her father tells me after stealing his daughter's bike, she confronted Michaels outside his apartment complex, and he abducted her, forcing her into his apartment.
Grabbed her, wrist and you get up there, and he really scared her.
Once inside, the father tells me Michaels locked the door, then forced his daughter to strip down. In the middle of the assault, the 13-year-old saw an opportunity to escape.
Kicked him really hard, and then he dropped to his knees, and she grabbed her clothes and ran out the door, she ran out that apartment. She was naked.
His daughter ran to a friend's house 2 blocks away. Police were called and arrested Michaels back at the park. Tonight, Michaels is charged with 3rd-degree criminal sexual conduct.
How do you get those charges talked down? You did what you did, I'm just not happy.
All right, and that was Jermont Terry reporting. Our other top story tonight, a Detroit man thankful he's okay after carjackers attacked him overnight.
Yeah, the man was at this gas station, 7 Mile in Greenfield, when the carjackers told him to get in the car and drive. Coco McAvoy talked to the victim. She joins us now. Coco, apparently, he says they stole everything they possibly could.
Yes, Devin and Sandra, and we're concealing the victim's identity because not only did they take his car, they took his cell phone, they took his cash and his peace of mind. It all happened at this mobile gas station here at the corner of Greenfield and 7 Mile, and the victim says he's just so thankful that they didn't take his life.
I'm glad to be alive.
Because what happened to him early this morning could have ended much worse. It all started with a trip to Asian corned beef on 7 Mile.
When I was walking in, I seen 2 guys going this way.
The 2 guys asked him if he wanted to buy some marijuana. He declined.
As I came back out, I got in my car.
He drove to the mobile gas station a couple of blocks down and encountered the same 2 guys.
So he asked me again if I wasn't buying anything from him. I said, no, I was good.
Then the duo climbed into his car unannounced.
He grabbed me from behind, he pointed the gun to my head. And from there, I'm like, I just instantly got quiet and I started shaking.
They made him drive a short while before taking everything he had.
A conversation that went left. And what ended in me getting carjacked, taking my mom's car, everything I had on me.
He keeps replaying the carjacking in his mind.
I already don't like guns that have one pointing directly at my head. I can still literally feel that boy on the back of my head.
And can't help but think of how blessed he is to have walked away unharmed from all of this.
That whole situation with him, have me in the chokehold with a gun to my head, and it went totally left. Totally left. To where the gun could have by accident, they didn't mean to, anything could have happened.
And the victim tells us he feels helpless after this. He, of course, has to get a new ID. He canceled his cell phone and also canceled all of his credit cards, and he's just hoping these guys get caught. Back to you.
Well, Coco, they know, I guess, exactly the car that they're trying to find.
Yes, so the car they're looking for is a red Chevy Cruze. It has some damage to the front grille from a previous accident. The suspect description right now is very vague. However, we do know that police were at this gas station this morning looking at surveillance video, so hopefully they can find these 2 guys.
Yeah, let's hope that video helps. All right, Coco. We've got some storms that are starting to pop up right now. In fact, that shot we saw from Comerica a little while ago was looking a little...
It looked ominous,
yes,
didn't
it did.
Andrew is in for Ben tonight. Andrew, what's going on?
Sharon and Devin, you're exactly... Sandra and Devin, you're exactly right. We got showers and storms that are now developing across parts of the area, mainly south of 8 Mile, especially here in Wayne and in Monroe counties. Now, any of these can have lightning at the spur of the moment. As you can see, we got a little lightning strike right here that was over Grosse Ile, now over southern Canada. Grosse Ile just got done with a heavy downpour. We got some moderate downpours just south of Allen Park, right around the Wyandotte area. You can also see just west of downtown Detroit in places like Dearborn, toward Allen Park, and also the Taylor and Romulus area. Stretching down here into portions of Monroe County as well, around Monroe itself. Maybe some light rain for right now, but these heavier cells right here in yellow and orange just to the north and just to the west of Monroe. Now, even though there's no lightning showing up yet, these showers, these cells are popping up right over these areas, so they can develop very quickly and lightning can be produced. If you hear any thunder, it's a good day at the pool for today, but if you hear any thunder, see any lightning, you want to get out and get indoors right away. And always listen to the lifeguards, of course. We'll have these scattered showers and storms around for now. How long do they last? We'll talk about that for tonight's forecast and, of course, your Father's Day weekend forecast coming up.
Dozens of local families are in a state of shock tonight, saying what may be their final goodbyes to their loved ones arrested by ICE agents last weekend.
The families are all gathering right now at a detention facility in Youngstown, Ohio, hoping and praying for a last-minute reprieve from deportation. Priya Mann is in Youngstown tonight, and Priya, these meetings are happening right now.
Yes, Sandra, a few lucky families just wrapped up meeting their loved ones here at the correctional facility. Want to give you a sense of where we are. This is a very rural area in Youngstown, which is, of course, in the northeast part of Ohio. That's the entrance to the facility right there. Then you follow a winding road, and the facility is in the back behind all these trees. Now, we did speak to a woman who drove 3.5 hours to be here today, but the sheer volume of families who want to see those folks who have been detained here, she was unable to see her fiance.
Well, I'll be back next week to see him.
After 5 days apart, Candid Cargill was hoping she would finally see her fiance today. But with the sheer volume of families trying to see their loved ones, she was unable to visit him.
I don't know if I want to cry, if I want to fall out and make a bigger pile over here in this dirt and dig it out with my fingernails. I'm upset.
It has been a harrowing journey from their East Point home to this Youngstown correctional facility.
Now, Mr. President, we need your help. We need you to do something about this. These people elected you.
On Sunday, ICE agents detained the 39-year-old father along with more than 100 people in Metro Detroit. Many, including Iser Shaya, are Chaldean, and his family fears he will be killed by ISIS if he's deported to Iraq. Shaya came to the U.S. as a refugee in 1994. He served 13 years in prison for felony firearms possession and has remained out of trouble since then. His family says deportations will destroy families.
This was an American epic fail, and we need to do something about this.
Candid says she will never stop fighting for the man she loves.
We need to pray, and we need to get up, and we need to do something about this. We can't keep it quiet. You keep it quiet, people are not going to pay attention to you.
And less than a day after the ACLU filed a class action lawsuit, those deportations have been temporarily halted. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you what's next in the legal battle to see if some of these people will be allowed to stay. Reporting live from Youngstown, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya, we'll talk to you at 6. The last time Anthony Thornton was in a courtroom, he was escorted out by officers after swearing at Judge Vonda Evans moments before she found him guilty. Well, today, he was back in front of Judge Evans, who sentenced him to prison for the rape of a woman back in 2010.
The patience to wait 7 years for justice and the faith to believe that one day justice will be served, and it will today.
Thornton was found guilty of raping the woman in an abandoned home 7 years ago. The woman had a rape kit collected, but that kit wasn't processed until 2 years ago. Thornton was sentenced to 15 to 30 years in prison. It has now been 2 days since the shooting at a congressional baseball practice in Virginia, and Congressman Steve Scalise and Michigan native Matt Micah are still in the hospital.
Scalise, who serves as the majority whip leader in the House, was shot in the hip and has undergone 3 surgeries so far. He's in critical condition. Meantime, Micah, who was shot in the chest and the arm, was upgraded from critical to serious last night.
People living along Detroit's riverfront say the noise is so bad they're ready to move out.
New tonight, what police are now pledging to do to try to keep things quiet in the neighborhood.
Also, help me, Hank, with a big update on the Harbortown apartments after residents have gone days without air conditioning and elevators. Sean?
Parents remember adorable little 2-year-old Robin Rivers smashed in the head with a brick. Her mom, in court, came face to face with the teen who admits throwing the brick.
To see that you have a smirk on your face, and that's like made me more emotional and angry.
Robin's mom also met the hero in this case.
New at 6.
7 months old and left alone in a running car. At 6, what witnesses say the mother was doing while this video was being taken. Jamie?
So you know, lifeguards are trained to save people's lives, and thank goodness 3 of them were here at Huron Valley Pools and Fitness back in March.
I just did what I was supposed to.
They won't say it, but they're heroes, and they saved the life of one of their favorite patrons.
It is a tragedy that has brought 2 complete strangers together.
You'll remember Robin Rivers. Her skull was fractured when a teen threw a brick through the window of the car she was in. Today, Robin and her mom met another victim of the same crime who helped police make an arrest in the case. And Sean Lay was there for what turned out to be an emotional meeting.
First thing I want to know is, how is your baby doing?
She tell me to rub her head at night. Every night, this like clockwork, she pointing at her head.
This is little Robin Rivers today, playing, healing.
Big girl.
This is the 2-year-old May 25th. Her skull fractured, emergency surgery needed after a brick was thrown through the family's car window on the 75 Service Drive right near Forest. We're back here today at the scene of this awful crime. It also happens to be the location of juvenile court. It's the first time this mom came face to face with the 16-year-old accused of throwing that brick.
What did you think when you saw him?
To see that you have a smirk on your face, and that's like made me more emotional and angry.
Also here, Brandy Williams, the same teen, hitting her car the same night, almost hitting her 2-year-old. It's the first time these 2 moms have met.
I was actually glad to meet her and seeing that her baby was okay, but it's very sad that her baby has to have a permanent scar and to deal with that. And then I learned that she also has a plate in her head. That's devastating.
Brandy Williams is a hero in this case. She confronted the teen, which led to this sketch of him.
It was like right on it.
And that led to the teen's arrest.
If it wasn't for her, he would still be out here, and could actually kill someone.
Both mothers wanting justice. Both want little Robin to keep healing.
That's a great shot, Sean. Now, with Robin recovering, though, what's the status of the teen accused of hitting her with the brick?
The latest from court here, Devin, he will remain in custody. He is facing these charges: malicious destruction of property, throwing objects at cars, causing damage, assault with a dangerous weapon, that brick, and assault with intent to do great bodily harm. He's facing up to 2 years now in juvenile detention. I spoke with his attorney today. He says the teen has made some admissions in this case to police.
Yeah, just no sense to it, that's for sure. All right, Sean. Tonight, Help Me Hank, revealing new information.
I had received so many calls and emails from people living in this building who had simply had enough.
We started investigating after hearing the air conditioning was down and both elevators at the Harbortown Great Lakes Tower broken. When I went looking for answers, these office employees locked themselves in the bathroom.
They're hiding in the bathroom?
Today I learned the air conditioning has been fully restored. However, the elevators are still down.
Now we're told that elevator repair taking longer than originally expected. The city and we will continue to keep a close eye on this one. I'm Hank Winchester. Help Me Hank.
And keeping a close eye on the skies, Andrew in for Ben tonight.
Yeah, some pop-up showers, Andrew.
That's right. Not as numerous as yesterday, but still, when you're caught under one of those downpours.
Doesn't matter, does it? Yep.
Exactly. And we got a few of them out there. Take a look at 4 Live Radar. Now, all these have popped up within the past hour or so since you joined me at 4 o'clock this evening. As you can see, they're mainly south of 8 Mile, including here in the city of Detroit. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit closer. That's the power and good thing about 4 Live Radar. You can get right inside these storms to see what's going on. No lightning occurring, that's some good news. And the heaviest cell now over southern Ontario, around LaSalle, just south of Windsor. Here in downtown Detroit, though, the areas of green and yellow that you see right here, light to moderate showers occurring, including over Belle Isle and the Near East Side. You can see just downriver in areas just north of Monroe, we're getting some showers as well, along 75 in some of our downriver communities right near the Wayne County, Monroe County line. These will move off to the east over the next 15 to 30 minutes. And then we're looking at a pretty decent evening. It still remains very warm, though. It was in the 80s, but with that shower, we have some rain-cooled air out there. So for right now, it's 76 degrees, but it'll pop up back up into the 80s within the next few moments when the sun reappears over in Romulus. Same thing is true here, where it's around 79 degrees for our friends in Oxford. You'll see temperatures around 80 or so within the next 15 to 30 minutes. Still very warm, a bit muggy out there, 82 for right now for our friends in Monroe. And we're in for a warm night tonight with temperatures only down to about 70 degrees. And look at dew points. These tell the story of how muggy and how unstable the air is. When you have dew points like this in the 60s and 70s, that's almost tropical air. And that will be over us for tomorrow, giving us a good chance of showers and thunderstorms again. Overnight tonight, it'll be drier with partly to mostly cloudy skies. The best chance of showers and storms tomorrow is after the morning time into the afternoon, around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You see these areas of green, yellow, and orange pop up once again. And some of these showers and storms have the chance of being strong to severe. So the National Weather Service has a slight to marginal risk of strong to severe storms, mainly tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. And I've got you covered all weekend long. So over the next couple of hours, some of those scattered showers right here in Wayne County, moving over southern Ontario. Overnight tonight, down to about 69 degrees. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we'll be greeted with sunshine in the morning. Another very warm and muggy day once again, with a high of 88 to 90 degrees. But we got to be on guard for afternoon, evening showers and storms. On Father's Day, happy Father's Day in advance, everybody. Some showers mainly in the morning, 84 for a high. Then cooler, a little more comfortable. Still good to be poolside, though, and some car wash days on Monday and Tuesday with highs in the 70s, then 80s once again by the middle of next week.
More comfortable, though, yeah. All right, let's check in Washington with Ed Lawrence. Ed?
President Donald Trump reverses course on some policies related to Cuba, and the latest coming up.
All right, Ed, but first, a Detroit restaurant goes up in flames. We'll have that next.
Investigators say they believe a fire that was set at a Coney Island on Detroit's west side early this morning was indeed arson. The fire broke out around 4 this morning. It happened at the lakeside Coney Island on Grand River between 7 Mile and Telegraph. Firefighters got there and they managed to put the fire out just after 5 this morning. Fortunately, the good news is no one was hurt. Jury deliberations continue in the Bill Cosby sex assault trial.
As they have been going on for some time now. Of course, the jury said yesterday that they were deadlocked, but they've now been deliberating for 5 days. They resumed today by asking for the definition of reasonable doubt. They also asked for Cosby's deposition testimony. This is the only criminal case against Cosby, though he has been facing accusations from dozens of women. Investigators believe a burning candle may be to blame for causing a fire at an apartment complex in South Lyon.
And that fire broke out early this morning inside a unit at the Water's Edge Apartments. It's believed people inside that apartment fell asleep with a candle burning. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Everyone living at the complex got out safely.
Families came around and tried to knocked on everyone's doors to wake them up and said the building's on fire, get out. And that's what everybody did. Everyone was outside.
Officials say firewalls actually stopped that fire from spreading to other nearby apartments.
New at 5:30.
Alexa, I need groceries. Amazon makes a $13 billion splash that's turning an entire industry on its head.
The heat is on, but it's actually a lot of viruses that are sending most people to the doctor. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, see what's going around where you live.
It's the kind of problem Detroit's been looking for a long time.
Nutty, real nutty. You can't sleep.
And Detroit police are now ready to start cracking down in a big way. We'll tell you exactly where and how.
It's dinner. Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
Trouble along the riverfront. The noise so bad, some people living at one of Detroit's hottest new addresses say they are ready to move out.
Tops our news at 5:30. Earlier this week, we talked with residents of the Orleans Landing development right along Atwater Street and the Detroit River.
Yeah, and they say that the noise actually is making so many people feel like it's unbearable even in the middle of the night.
Here's how it sounds.
And this afternoon, residents shared their concerns and anger with police as well as city council. Rod Maloney was there.
In case you've not been down here lately, this is Detroit's waterfront, Orleans Landing, a residential community down here, no longer a ghost town warehouse district. And it, along with the fact that the state has overtaken Belle Isle, means that there's been a shift in usage out here. And so, Detroit police are now getting ready to crack down in a big way. This is cell phone video of the kind of scary and deafening problems they've been dealing with.
Somebody coming down the street doing 90 miles an hour, you come from behind a parked car, you ain't got no chance.
Curtis Wynn is an area block captain angered at spending his nights and weekends calling the cops.
Nutty, real nutty. You can't sleep.
He and a few dozen other neighbors showed up at the 7th Precinct in Detroit today to hear from DPD about a new program set up specifically to shut down the riverfront rowdiness. Coming to the Orleans and Atwater area starting tonight, 10 extra scout cars, a command post, mounted units, a prisoner processing post, and tow trucks. Commander Charles Mahone made a commitment.
We have a plan that's not going to just go this weekend. It's going to go every weekend for the rest of the summer until such time as we know that things are going to kind of die down.
Part of what prompted this is they've been complaining about the situation for years to no avail. Is this going to help you?
A bunch. Plus flatbed trucks sitting out there to take the cars from drivers that ignored it all. And them $1,500 tickets was getting your car towed. It hit the pocketbook real well.
Now, one of the concerns Detroit police have is that they might move this party, that sort of movable feast, and so now they're going to put extra cop cars also behind the Detroit Post Office because it is right along the river there as well, because they fear that that could get rowdy instead of the other location with all of the patrols. Back to you.
Yeah, and Rod, you know, if this has been this recurring problem, is there anything else the city can do or try to do to kind of boost law enforcement?
Yeah, you know, that came out at the meeting today in that the city law department has been over to the district court, 36th District Court and Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, because when they start handing out these $1,500 tickets, they want to make sure that they don't get pled down or that the judges, you know, go easy on these people. They want to make sure this is enforced, and the city commits to making sure that that happens.
Yeah, well, we haven't heard the last of it. All right, thank you, Rod. Devin?
In Miami, and importantly, it was actually in Little Havana to be specific, President Trump announced a major shift in U.S. policy toward Cuba. President rolling back some of President Obama's policies, opening up the communist country to U.S. investment. Ed Lawrence has the latest from the White House. Ed?
Well, good evening, Devin. This is not a complete reverse course from President Obama's policies, but the president says his new policies are designed to isolate the Cuban regime. President Trump in Miami's Little Havana announcing a reversal of many of President Obama's open-door policies towards Cuba.
Effective immediately, I am canceling the last administration's completely one-sided deal with Cuba.
He signed an order that once again restricts individual travel and seeks to keep tourism dollars out of the hands of the regime.
We will not be silent in the face of communist oppression any longer.
But critics say the decision ignores rapid change and opportunities following the death of dictator Fidel Castro.
China and Russia will be happy to come in and say, here, you can't trust the United States, trust us. And then we're going to have China and Russia sitting on our doorstep.
The major policy announcement, though, was overshadowed by a tweet. The president seeming to confirm he's now personally under the microscope in the Russia investigation, tweeting, "I am being investigated for firing the FBI director by the man who told me to fire the FBI director." Witch hunt. That's an apparent reference to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein.
He's just digging himself deeper in a hole. You know, he seems to be trying to get Rosenstein to resign.
The president's personal attorney says the president wasn't confirming he's under investigation, but expressing his frustration with the leaks to the media. Now, Vice President Mike Pence has retained outside counsel to respond to questions from Special Counsel Robert Mueller. The vice president saying this is very routine. At the White House, Edward Lawrence, Local 4.
Today, a jury acquitted a Minnesota police officer in the deadly traffic stop shooting of a black man. Geronimo Yanez was charged with manslaughter in the death of Philando Castile. The killing sparked outrage when Castile's fiancée live streamed all the aftermath on Facebook. You might remember this. Well, the jury found the officer not guilty of all charges after 5 days of deliberations. The number of people killed in that fire that tore through a high-rise apartment building in London has now risen to at least 30.
Fire broke out Wednesday. The death toll has only climbed since then, and police say there could be more victims because they are still searching what's left of the 24-story tower. It was gutted by the flames. 24 people are still being treated at a hospital, but some people are still listed as missing.
The Detroit Fire Department showing off some brand new equipment, some of it customized to help in situations where air tanks need to be refilled pretty quickly.
Other parts of it now needed specifically because of the queue line. Nick Monticelli reports the first rig will be on the street in just a few weeks.
Well, welcome inside of DFD's maintenance shop where they repair everything that needs its repairs. Now, this is their pride and joy right now, DFD Air 1. And yes, it does have things specific to the queue line, but it can do so much more than that.
There's going to be 2 of these units, so there'll be a sister Air 2 as well.
Detroit Deputy Fire Commissioner David Fornell was pretty proud of Air 1, after all. He designed it. Its main purpose, as you might guess, is air, refilling the tanks firefighters use while inside a fire.
We can start it up, and then we fill the air banks. And so what you see here are these cylinders in the next compartment.
While that may seem like a simple task, it wasn't up until now. The process was a huge waste of time and resources.
At this particular point, you'd have to call extra companies in, and they would take their air bottles, or we would have to, say, load up a squad and take it back to a firehouse and fill them there. Turn them all on.
There's also an extremely bright extendable light tower to help at night, even an explosion-proof smoke fan. But there are also plans in case of a queue line emergency. For one, the queue line runs on high-voltage lithium-ion batteries. If there was a fire, water would make it worse, so chemical suppression is necessary. And right now, they only have small 30-gallon chemical tanks.
What you would need is like this dry chemical. It doesn't conduct electricity, but you'd be able to knock down quite a bit of fire and put it out.
Also, worst case scenario, if something or someone is hit by a Q-Line car and pinned underneath. Each car weighs approximately 88,000 pounds, and Air One will have specialized airbags with the strength to lift the Q-Line up.
Well, the airbags are only about this thick, and so we would be able to put them underneath, and then they just inflate. It looks like a big pillow. But they're all Kevlar and steel reinforced inside, so it's a very heavy, thick rubber bag.
All horrible things to think about, but it's their job to be prepared. In Eastern Market, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
It looks like there will be. The Detroit Fire Department was able to build these new rigs with refurbishment funds that were already available. Well, now to good health today. The heat is on. Don't have to tell you that. What is not but that is not what is sending most people to the doctor this week, interestingly enough.
It's not. Dr. Frank McGeorge outside to show us which contagious illnesses are actually causing more problems. Doc?
Local doctors are seeing a few heat-related issues, primarily related to breathing problems, but several viral illnesses are popping up and they're getting summer vacation off to a rough start. Here's what's going around where you live. In Wayne County, seasonal allergies and asthma symptoms remain high. Henry Ford pediatricians are also seeing colds and infected insect bites. Grosse Pointe physicians are treating ear infections and stomach viruses, and the CVS Miniclinic in Wyandotte reports some strep throat. Over to Oakland County, Dr. Tim O'Neill at Clarkson Medical Group reports allergies and strep throat. The CVS Miniclinics in Walled Lake and Milford are seeing persistent coughs related to the common cold, plus strep throat, pink eye, and ear infections. West of Washtenaw County, doctors at U of M say injuries top the list for children there, ranging from falls to teen car accidents. Allergies and asthma and stomach viruses also make the list. In adults, doctors report lots of heat-related illnesses in people working outdoors and getting dehydrated. People with underlying medical problems are especially at risk. Heading to Monroe County, ProMedica Monroe Regional is seeing breathing problems due to the hot weather. Dr. Anthony Songo is treating allergies, sore throats, and coughs. Over to Macomb County, where McLaren-Macomb reports lots of allergies and allergy-triggered asthma symptoms. Henry Ford Sterling Heights is treating kids with stomach viruses, and the CVS Miniclinic in Shelby is seeing sinus infections, ear infections, and poison ivy. The Macomb Township location reports some mono. Dr. Michael Mattingly at McLaren-Macomb says this allergy season is the worst he's seen in terms of patients ending up in the ER with symptoms. Now, tree pollen should start to drop off in the next couple weeks, which will hopefully bring a little relief for at least some people. Back to you.
Let's hope so. All right, Doc. It's a chance for beer and comic book lovers to unite.
Sounds pretty good, right? Coming up new at 5:30, the one-of-a-kind event this weekend in Clawson you won't want to miss.
It is one of those monster business stories you didn't see coming.
I'm very excited about that.
But you want to know, what does it mean when I go to the grocery store? We've got the answer.
All right, Rod, but first, a vicious fight at a convenience store. What got a shoplifting suspect so upset that the fists started flying?
So much new at 6.
Summer vacation is underway, but are your kids ready to head out and play? I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. New research on the state of play and the change you might want to make to get your summer off to the right start.
All right, Doc. Also, Sean English lost part of his leg trying to help a stranger. Well, now someone is coming to his aid in an effort to help him regain mobility. That's at 6.
In California, shoplifters nearly knocked out a clerk after trying to steal a bag of Cheetos.
All over a bag of Cheetos. The couple had just been kicked out of the store for shoplifting when they started throwing punches at the clerks. Later, the woman's sister comes running in, shoves the clerk, then tries to steal a woman's phone before getting tased by a customer. The 3 suspects in the case are still on the loose, but fortunately in the end, no one was seriously hurt. Amazon is known for making big futuristic announcements like drone delivery comes to mind, a 1-hour delivery. What they announced today, much bigger.
Yeah, this is pretty big. The company buying Whole Foods for $13.7 billion. So the question is, why is Amazon getting into the grocery business, and what does this mean for you, the shopper? For some answers, let's turn to business editor Rod Maloney. And Rod, this is huge.
This is a very big deal, and let's face it, it's sort of futuristic as well, as we've been talking about here. Whole Foods has been getting a lot of heat from Wall Street because it wasn't growing very quickly. And so what do you do to shape things up? Well, when the phone rings and it's Amazon wants to buy you, you negotiate the deal, and that's precisely what they did today. Known for its pricey produce, Whole Foods sold to Amazon for that plumped up price. On paper, it's a great fit, considering many Amazon Prime devotees who like shopping within the confines of their living room also shop Whole Foods, like Jonathan Swift of Grosse Pointe.
I'm looking forward to organic food at my door every 2 days on Amazon Prime, and I'm very excited about that.
You want that?
Yes, absolutely.
Willing to pay the premium?
Absolutely.
He understands this signals delivered groceries, much like the self-driving car, are sure to be part of our future, like it or not. Will you change the way you buy your groceries?
No, I still buy them the same.
You'll still come to the store?
Come to the store, yes.
I might try it out, right? But unless it's super phenomenal, will anybody really change?
And you're, of course, wondering what this all means to you, say, if you don't shop Whole Foods or even Amazon. IHS Market retail analyst Chris Christopher tells us.
It makes it more affordable. In addition, there's more availability. So it's a win-win for the consumer.
Juan Kelly works for Detroit's Whole Foods, and he believes it makes both better.
We had to get involved, and so we don't get left behind. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to grasp this new concept as far as home delivery, online shopping, and then just increase everything that we've got going on.
Now, you want an idea just how big a deal this is? It's not often you get Walmart to pay much attention to what's going on to you, right? Well, their stock was down $3.67 today. Kroger, no slouch on its own, was down $2.25. And not only that, but they had a bad day yesterday as well because they were already having trouble after their first quarter numbers. So as it stands right now, this is going to shift the landscape in the retail industry, not just in the grocery industry. Big announcement today, but for you, the consumer, probably cheaper prices down the road. Back to you.
Yeah, and Rod, you mentioned the consumer. There are a lot of folks in Michigan who don't have a Whole Foods nearby. What does this mean for them?
It's likely to mean that they have a better shot at seeing a Whole Foods near them because Amazon's money, the cash they have behind them, might feel it a good idea to expand Whole Foods. And so there's the possibility of that. And even then, even if they don't put a store near you, you still have the option of delivery through Amazon. And that could change the game as well.
All right. Thanks, Rod.
Massive deal.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the other big news of the day. We started this newscast with Jason Colthorpe down at Comerica and the news that Victor Martinez is in the hospital. Jason?
He is in the hospital tonight, Devin. And by the way, if you are coming down to the park tonight, you might want to bring a poncho. Tarp is still on the field, and we've endured a couple of downpours, but the one thing you won't see, as you mentioned, is Victor Martinez. He was in the hospital last night. He's going to be in the hospital again tonight. The manager, Brad Ausmus, talked about the latest on the update of Victor Martinez just a moment ago.
It's a little bit scary. It's not something that at his age you generally consider an issue or worry about. That being said, he's I guess making it through, I think, is a little bit of an unknown factor, which is causing more anxiety than anything else. I'm not sure that everyone knows at this point. A handful of players certainly know. I would imagine it's probably a little bit of a wake-up call, just because at that age you don't expect something like this. So.
And it's very strange because Victor Martinez played pretty well last night. He was 2 for 4, knocked in a run, but it was in the 7th when he reached first base and seemed strange. He, a lot of fans and people watching at home thought maybe it was a leg injury, but he was talking to the first base coach, Omar Vizquel, about his heart was racing. He was a little dizzy, and there was some discussion there, and he took himself out of the game. And, Victor Martinez now, he's 38. He's getting up there in baseball player years. He doesn't run the bases as well, and he's had a little bit of an off year at the plate. But we talked to the beat writer Anthony Fennick from Detroit Free Press just a little while ago about what he saw last night. Here were his thoughts on VMAR.
It's more scary in that regard, and especially too because it's your heart, and it's not something you really want to mess with. I know Victor's only 38 years old. As far as Ausmus knows, he hasn't had any kind of issues with this in the past. So he's supposed to undergo further testing today, and then they should know more tomorrow. But he's on the 10-day disabled list, so he's not coming back for that extended period of time. But they don't really know what the recovery process is after that.
And right, they just don't know what this is, and they don't want to take any chances. So as you heard, Victor Martinez is going to be on the 10-day DL until they figure out what this is. Hopefully it's minor, and it's nothing that's going to threaten his baseball career, guys. But we'll be down here the rest of the evening. We'll see you at 6 o'clock.
Certainly hope so. Our thoughts are with him. That's right. And as Brad Ausmus said, hopefully we'll hear more tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hope so. Well, we saw the tarp there at Comerica. Folks could be dodging a few showers tonight.
Well, we just had some light and moderate rain right over downtown Detroit, including Comerica Park, but that has since dissipated over the past couple of minutes. So it looks like it may be play ball on time at 7:10. That being said, still take your time in making it downtown. There's still plenty of baseball tonight, and chances are the game will get in. Jason's advice was spot on. There is a chance of another scattered shower, maybe a thunderstorm later this evening, 8 o'clock or afterwards. So there's a slight chance of a scattered shower. So you always want to be careful, of course, make sure you stay dry. But it will not cancel or stop the game for good. So chances are baseball will get in a full set for tonight. You can see the showers and storms that we've had for this show since 5 o'clock have now moved off to the east. Here in downtown Detroit, we are rain-free for the moment. Now, different story for tomorrow. Another chance of showers and storms, but these could be stronger. As we go through the overnight hours, the showers and storms that are around now, if any develop within the next couple of hours, will continue to push off to the east. By morning, we'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies, but more showers and thunderstorms firing up again. These could be stronger for tomorrow afternoon. So for tonight, mostly cloudy. After midnight especially, with temperatures down to 69 degrees. Tomorrow, another very warm and muggy day for tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s again. If you're going to the pool, keep an eye to the sky, listen out for any thunder. Morning showers on Father's Day, but then drier conditions early next week. Downtown Pontiac, good evening to you on a Friday afternoon. Here's the way the streets look. Looking good in downtown Pontiac, even with the clouds overhead. Anytime it's warm, it's got to be a good day, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
1-800-HANSON's the weather window sponsor.
All right. Thanks, Andrew.
A lot going on in Clawson tonight, too. Tim Pamplin there for a big, very unique event. Tim?
Coming up, we'll go to the Craft Beer Comic-Con, an outdoor festival with, well, yes, beer and large inflatable dinosaurs and other things, too. I'll take you there coming up.
On Jeopardy!